just a filler, so the others can get some sleep, I think. I'm with you, Apple. I'd be in the same situation. I would have no idea what to get. I would have to lean on the store clerks or somebody who knew what they were doing. I would not know the first thing about picking a new laptop. Lau's gonna play. He's guessing he'll play Mario Advance 4. So it could change. There's still a few seconds left. Change your mind, maybe. Or minutes. I have no idea how much time is left before you have to change. Hey, Zach. Good morning, afternoon, evening, all the above. Hello, Blue to Rocky. Welcome aboard if you're just joining, or if you've been here, thanks for staying on. Can't believe you're up this early. Is it as early where you are as it is here? It's about 6 a.m., a little after 6, 6:10 here. $7 a.m. where Blue 2 Rocky is. 7 a.m. Yeah, I know. I mean, it's pretty early for a Saturday. I got up at 5 o'clock. Oh, so I could get on the stream, but incentivize myself by going get donuts, which is nice. Oh, usually going to bed at 7. Jeez. Yeah, y'all definitely sound like you've got schedules similar to, well, not quite so similar to what Britt does so much now, but he would be up like all the time. Well, welcome, Winter Kitten, and welcome back. Since it's been a while since you've watched a stream, what was the last stream that you watched? If you remember. Britt's schedule is way different than what it was pre-corona. Yeah. Where he works, they switch things up. Most everybody he works with is working from home, which is really nice if you could do that. But he decided to still go in, and he and a handful of others are still just going to the office. Not very many, but it makes, I don't know, it's a change of atmosphere, I guess, with everybody. It's crazy, but he was able to work. Does he work now? I don't know, but he's off a lot earlier, so that means we get to eat dinner, which is nice. I'm like, I think in the 9 years, almost 9 years we've been married now, we have never had a schedule even close to being similar to each other. So it's kind of been one of the rare few perks out of this whole situation. We get to see each other and have dinner. So that's kind of nice, but I know it probably kills him with his schedule because he's just not used to the hours, but you know, there's give and take. Wow, so Mario Marathon 2015. Yeah, it's been a little bit then. It does that feels like forever ago. 5 years. Well, welcome back, Winter Kitten. Good to have you, and good to have any others who are just joining for the first time or coming back for more TSG fun shenanigans. Okay, so just 3 days a week, Apple. That's pretty good. I think that's what Britt said they were maybe gearing up to do at work, but things are a little different here in Texas. The numbers have been high, and so there's been a lot of talk about delaying things like school and other things. So that might change since he works at a university. So we'll see. Oh wow! So and that was your first marathon in person, Apple. Cool. Goodness. Fun times. Time sure does fly. Crazy. You know, to think that TSG and the crew have been doing this since, what, 2008? It's crazy. Crazy. Morning, Wolf. Hope you're doing well this morning. But a 19-year-old then. Oh. Wee young whippersnapper. Did you get up early too, Wolf? Or are you staying up late? Mario games are always so nostalgic for me. I'm sure they have a lot of that for everybody though. I always remember on holidays like Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter. Anyway, when I was younger, we would all go to my grandparents' house and they had a one of the old Nintendo consoles. I'm not good at these things, Brit is, so I have no idea what console it was, but it was an old one. One of like the first ones. I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, they had one and they had Mario on it, and oh, what else did they have? Oh, Duck Hunt. Anyway, me and all the cousins, we would get together and we would play. So it's like it always has memories for me. And then it's probably, I don't know, elementary school age. Whenever I'd go over to my dad's house, they had a Mario, and it was a Nintendo 64 or was it a GameCube? I think it was a GameCube actually. They had a GameCube. We'd play Mario on there. So always a bit of fun nostalgia with Mario when I see it. I don't play any of the Mario games now. Personally, I don't play many games at all. It's just fun for me to watch them because I'm just not very good at them. I have to really practice to be good at any video games. Practice a lot. So it's always fun to catch and watch other people play, and especially when everybody in TSG is so good at games. I'm amazed. I'm wowed. But I guess it's easy to be pretty good at what you do when you enjoy it, so props to them. Oh, so when you borrowed it from a friend. That's cool. Yeah, I think the first time I ever played like Pokemon was when I was on a road trip with some friends and they had an extra Game Boy thing. Anyways, got to play on there. It was my first and last Pokemon adventure, was that road trip to Missouri. I think it was, we went to Branson, I think. Yeah, Branson, Missouri. It was fun. I enjoyed it, but I didn't have a Game Boy and I didn't have Pokemon. I don't think none of my friends growing up were really all that interested in video games. But we always had, we always had some kind of console. Like my first console was a Sega Genesis, and I love the Sega Genesis. My favorite game was Bonanza Brothers. On there, my dad and I would play and, you know, go around stealing stuff. That's the concept of the game. I think you're two burglars or one if you're just playing like the one-player version. But you just go around like stealing stuff. Yeah, real wholesome game for a little kid to play, right? Really teaching you some great ethics there. But, so, yeah, we had a Sega Genesis forever, and I don't think it was until, I'm trying to think when we got a new console. It was a PlayStation, but I'm trying to remember when we got it. It had to have been, like, late elementary school years, like 5th or 6th grade or something. So I had to have been, like, 11 or 12, maybe. I don't know. But lots of fun, and I can't remember the first games I played on the PlayStation. There was some old game, I tried tracking it down, but I never could figure it out. I don't know the name of it. I don't even know really the concept of the story because it had been so long, but I tried to track it down and figure out what game it was, and I don't know. It was fun. It was hard. I don't know. All games are hard to me, though, because I don't play them very often. Oh, that's cool. You got into Pokemon from some friends that moved to the US. That's fun. See, yeah, but it's fun to hear the stories about everybody, like, getting into certain games or gaming in general through friends or whatnot. It's really cool to see those stories. It's really neat. One good reason the Wii U still has use. See, and the Wii U still has some good memories for me. I think that was the first console that, like, Britt and I played games on together. Like, when we were dating in high school, he would bring that over to my house, and we would play with my parents even, like, all the Wii U games, bowling and tennis. I think the first time we played, like, tennis console, practically threw out my arm. Like, you don't realize how, like, intense and, like, how much you're getting into it until, like, the next day when your arm is, like, dead. Yep, we got Moobot dropping the donate link there for anyone who needs it or wants it or is just curious about it and wants to check it out. Hey, click on it. See what it does. And thanks, Zach, for dropping that. Yep, so St. Jude is the whole reason why we're doing this marathon for the next couple days. It was the first charity that TSG has done a marathon for. So I can always hear Britt rattle off all the specs on it, and I should know all of them by now, but I'm obviously never listening to things that go on around me, so. But I know it's the first, St. Jude is the first charity that they started doing these events for, and it's a great cause. Really a good charity that makes sure that they take care of the kiddos and their families that really need the help through their services, and it's a really awesome group. So do any of y'all have a favorite, like, form of Mario? I don't know what it's called technically, but, like, right now with Blau playing, he's got the little raccoon suit on, I don't know what it's called really. That's what I'm calling it. Do any of y'all have like a favorite form of Mario that you like prefer? I'm sure it depends on the game for you guys too, but if y'all have a favorite, I'd be curious to know. Cat Mario is cute. I don't even know if have I seen Cat Mario? See, I don't play enough games to know what they all look like even, but I know there's different ones. Yeah, Zach, I don't know. My phone has been doing some crazy autocorrects lately too, and like, I feel like I've correctly typed the word and it autocorrects to something way out there, like throwing out, I don't know what I was trying to type the other day, but it had Maui and some other random word, and I'm like, Maui? That was nowhere near what I was trying to get across. Mario and his boxers from Odyssey. See, I gotta see this. I need to watch more games apparently, because that's hilarious. Cape's always been a top one. For you, Wolf. Cool. Shell Mario or Hammer. So is Mario Maker the game where you like make your own like levels and stuff? Is that right? That always sounds crazy to me. Tanuki Mario. You are forgiven, Zach. Always forgiven. Pretty much. Thank you, Wolf. I think I'm at that point where I might need to get a new phone soon. I'm putting it off as long as I can because phones are expensive and I really don't want to put the money towards it. But mine, the power, well, it won't keep a charge really for very long, which is extremely inconvenient for work, but yeah, the memory's maxed out and I'm cheap and I don't want to pay for the extra cloud memory or whatever it's called. I'm cheap, I don't want to do that. I feel like that's by principle. It's wrong, I just shouldn't have to do that. But anyway, might have to get a new phone soon, we'll see. Your creativity side's kind of shot, yeah. Wouldn't know the first thing about putting together a full. Could I replace the battery? Belly, do you mean on my phone? I don't think so. Can you get a battery replacement on Apple phones? I don't think Apple does that. I mean, I could take it to an Apple store and see what they say about it, but it's pretty old. It's like a iPhone 6 or something. So, not exactly new. But it's paid off, so that's one reason why I'm really holding on to it. Phones are just so expensive. Like when you go and you look and see what it costs to upgrade one, I just, ugh. It kills me. I can't do it. Well, that's cool, Zach. Learning to make a game. See, that kind of stuff, the technology behind that and the people who have the mindset or the brain power to like create games and content like that is just nuts to me. You have to have special like neurons firing that I just don't have. Yeah, okay, so yeah, Apple will just tell me to get a new phone. That's what I figured. Again, I'm cheap. I don't want to do it. I can't do it yet. Maybe I will. Maybe we'll do it before we go visit Japan. Brett and I are planning a trip for our 10-year anniversary next year. We'll see. We'll see. Crazy situation right now might shift things a little bit, but we're planning end of next year, so it might work out. We'll see. But I might have to get a new phone before then, especially if I'm going to use it for like taking pictures and stuff like that. Okay, so Deli, you got a new battery for your phone? Did you go to Apple or did you go to like one of those places that's not Apple? Oh, okay. Well, cool. Well, maybe it would be worth it then. See, there's the silver lining, Zach, in some of these weird, unusual, not so fun times. There are some silver lining. Having time for stuff you've not had a chance to do. Kind of nice, in a way. Brett and I are gonna take some time end of next week and clean the house. That's one of the things we're gonna do with some extra time that we have. Oh, fun. Cleaning. I was thinking it would be cool if I could put some wallpaper up. There's an area of my house with some really it's just not my style. I'm not like a wallpaper fan anyway, but I guess wallpaper is kind of becoming a popular thing. Probably not a common TSG topic to talk about. I mean, this is not HGTV for any means. It's TSG TV if you want to call it that, but anyway, wallpaper, yeah. They've got some fun wallpaper out there now because I guess it's becoming popular. I don't know. Anyway, there's an area I want to wallpaper in our house, but it's not gonna happen next week with the time off I've got. But maybe we'll do it another time. HGTV is hype. I hate watching it though because every time I do, I start thinking of all the things in the house that I want to remodel, and then again the dollar signs, cha-ching, cha-ching. Like our kitchen could really use an update. Really use an update. Like, not pretty, in my opinion. Maybe it's some people's style, but it could use a facelift. But it's crazy all the stuff we have done since we moved into our house. Like the first year we bought our house, after we bought our house, we had like no money, obviously, because we had put everything savings-wise when we first bought it into it. And then a few months in, we had to redo our master bathroom. We were forced into it. Like there was I guess the previous owners had redone the bathroom, and it has, I'm trying to describe it, but it had this, I don't know, like an overlay, like a plastic material type overlay, and it looked nice. White and sleek and clean and new looking, but I guess whoever they had do it maybe didn't do as good of a job as they could have, because water was getting in behind the liner and like into the tub area, so every time you would step into the bathroom you could feel like this bubble of water and it would like swoosh, and it's like, yeah, that's not good. We should probably get that taken care of. But it was our first, within just a few months, I think 6 months of us moving into the house, we had to do that, and I was like, oh gosh. But it looks pretty now. So yeah, we've had to do a couple of things, but yeah. HGTV is good for ideas, but bad for the pocketbook. Britt and I have been really into watching House Hunters International. We love that show. Does anyone else watch House Hunters out there? Maybe? Possibly? We don't really like to watch the episodes where they're going to like an island or whatnot. We don't know. That's just not our thing. We like to watch more the, I wouldn't say more exotic episodes, but maybe the ones where they're going just not to so much of a luxury type place where they're roughing it a little more, maybe. I don't know. But we like those episodes. They're fun. It's interesting to see like what expectations people have moving to like a new country, and they find out that, dishwashers or, appliances that they're so used to having in the States are not so much of a common thing. Apple, you said we have different home improvement shows, but A Place in the Sun makes you laugh. Not heard of that. I wonder if that's available for us to watch. What makes it so funny? Are the hosts or the concept of it interesting? Here's a lovely house with swimming pool, sea view, balcony, in a quiet but bustling part of Spain. Not for us. So maybe just, is it funny because it's just, it seems so perfect, but then, no, not so perfect for them. Yeah, that's the interesting thing I think about some of the House Hunters International ones. Like, some of the options they show them are, okay, see you in a bit, Zach. Oh, it's people trying, so they're picky. I gotcha. Yeah, that's the concept kind of behind the House Hunters International one. Like, they're so picky sometimes. Like, come on, you've got to understand that there's got to be some trade-off somewhere. And sometimes they'll pick up on the strangest thing. Like, they fixate on it, and it's like, what's the big deal? I don't understand why the balcony being 1 foot longer than the one in that other house you looked at is such a big deal. Maybe that's extreme, but you know what I mean. It's just crazy how they fixate on certain things. Oh, okay. You should say good morning to the fan. That's a good thing. Okay. Good morning from TSG from us. Yeah, we've been watching quite a lot of House Hunters International. It's just interesting to see what's common. I mean, they're showing us what looks to be like the common options for homes and houses in other parts of the world. Of course, you're only seeing a small little window of what's available, but it's just interesting to see what the standards are everywhere else. It's your mother's birthday today, Wolf. Awesome. Happy birthday to your mom. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I think hopefully if where you're going for brunch, hopefully they're, making sure there's, occupancy and distancing. I haven't gone, for Britt and I, we haven't gone to eat in a restaurant yet. We've done takeout, like to-go orders or delivery and stuff, but from what I hear, at least from those I know that have gone to restaurants, like, it seems like most restaurants are doing a pretty good job of making sure you're seated well apart from the other patrons there eating and visiting. And so yeah, I hope hopefully, yeah, like, okay, so it's more of a dinner place. Yeah, hopefully that helps. Yeah, maybe, ooh, and it's a Greek restaurant too. That sounds amazing. Is it a place y'all have gone to before? Is it like really good restaurant that y'all have gone to before? Britt and I love Greek food, so a couple of times. That's cool. Ooh. How do they serve their octopus? I'm curious. Is it like steamed, grilled, sauteed, flambéed, roasted, grilled? I don't know what the common options for cooking octopus clearly, but I think I've had it when it's been like boiled or grilled. Yeah, grilled. I try not to think about eating octopus like when I'm eating it because I know how smart they are. And that bothers me to eat an intelligent thing a little bit, but it's so good. On the other hand, it's so delicious. But yeah, I have to like pretend I'm eating something else when octopus is involved. Or just try not to think about how smart they are. Now this makes me want to watch like the Discovery Channel in a feature on octopus. Octopi? What is the plural of octopi? I have no idea. Probably not like cactus, cacti. Now we're getting into grammar, spelling. This is not good. Trying to think, if Brent and I were gonna go out to eat at a restaurant, I keep going back and forth on where like our first restaurant will be once we feel comfortable and willing and able to go. And there's so many good ones on the list that it's hard for me to pick. But we've talked about going to get Korean food. There's this Korean restaurant that, and it's not the one that we've gone to as a group for like Korean barbecue, but it's like a more like family owned, and it's not super close to us, but it's closer to my work than it is to where we live. But it's like this family owned Korean restaurant, and they have more traditional type options. It's so good though. Britt and I went for Valentine's Day earlier this year before everything kind of got crazy, and so I'm like, I think that might be where we want to go for like our first in-restaurant experience again. You miss our food, Apple? I miss our food. I think Britt and I have ordered out like a lot of pizza for delivery here lately, and like lots of drive-through. I've been cooking a lot more too, like because I don't really want to go to the grocery store too much. Like I supplement my grocery store trips with the food delivery, like the recipe menu, the meal delivery services. Like what are we doing right now? I think Home Chef is what we're doing. Yeah, Home Chef. So I've been supplementing my grocery store trips with Home Chef deliveries, which, you know, again, you pay a little bit more for the convenience of it, but it's nice to not to have to make so many trips to the grocery store for food and dinner and stuff. So. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. We're here for a work trip. You managed to just squeeze that in real quick, huh, Wolf, before the bottom let out on everything. It's nuts. I'm just sad to think that there's, you know, all the small businesses and small restaurants and stuff. It's really a struggle for them, and it'll be sad to see, you know, the ones that unfortunately won't be able to make it, but, you know, hopefully they will. And if they do, Britt and I have a list going of where we're going to visit, because we want to make sure to give them a boost when all this is done or near done. Kablooey. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Everything is kind of kablooey stage at the moment. Yep, exactly, Deli. We're gonna hit up all the local places, all our favorite small, family-owned, non-franchise places. What's crazy is like there's a store strip area that they've kind of remodeled and redone here recently, like just to give the outside of it a facelift, I guess. And they're putting in a Chipotle, which is strange to me. It just seems like a crazy time to be putting in a restaurant right now, but I feel like it's crazy. We're gonna have a Chipotle close to us, which I was telling Bree, Bree, or you guys know Bree, or some of y'all know Bree. Anyway, she and Baltus love Chipotle, so I'm sure they're gonna give them some business the next time they're able to come down and visit us for a marathon. So. Oh, y'all went to a ice cream place in Richardson? What place was that? I think I've missed those trips, Wolf. Yeah, see, it's good if you can go to the local places. I think it's a good thing, you know. Be safe about it. Take precautions. be conscientious, but yeah. Sweet Firefly. Huh. I love ice cream. In fact, I was talking about ice cream last night. I almost went to Brahms, which I don't think Brahms are like everywhere. I don't know that they're even everywhere in the US. I have no idea, but like it's a drive-through place, but you can go into, but you have the drive-through option for like ice cream, and they do burgers and stuff like that too, but they have awesome banana splits and sundaes and stuff, and they're pretty affordable too, but it's more of a chain, not really a small franchise. It's not a what am I trying to say? Family owned or small place. But yeah, I was talking about going to get ice cream last night, and then I realized we have a half gallon of Bluebell in the freezer, so I should probably just have some of that. So I did that instead. Seesaw ice cream? Ooh, that sounds delicious. So, I wonder how they do that. Did it have caramel on it, I wonder? Like, because caramel and seesaw ice cream, that sounds delicious to me. Is on a clock tower watching the sunset. That sounds very, very London-esque to me, Apple. I think of Peter Pan. Okay, so it did have caramel on it. Yum. Is it too early for ice cream? Very Kingdom Hearts-esque. That's a game that Britt has suggested to me, I think, that I should play. And I think I would, just from what I know of it conceptually. It's never too early for ice cream. Deli, you and I, we are on the same page. On the same wavelength. Yep. So when I got my bowl of ice cream last night from the freezer, I added cookie butter to it. If y'all know what cookie butter is from Trader Joe's, it is amazing. The best thing since sliced bread, if I'm being honest. So I added cookie butter to it, and then Brett bought I think it's Reese's, the hard shell stuff. It's like liquid, and you pour it over your ice cream, and then it like freezes as a hard shell over it. Anyway, I added that to it. Like, ice cream needs all that stuff added to it, but in my opinion, yes, it needed it. So I needed it, if anything else. But it was delicious. But I used the last of the cookie butter because apparently Britt's been eating it and I had no idea. And so now I have more of an excuse to go to the grocery store, at least to Trader Joe's anyway. I can refill my stash of cookie butter. Are you talking about Kingdom Hearts Wolf? Played through the whole franchise of that? See how little I know. Chain of memories. Fun. Exactly, Deli. Hide it so he can't find it. See, he used to say he didn't really like it that much. I think he was doing some reverse psychology, so I wouldn't be so worried about hiding it. You see, I do have to hide things from Britt, or I'll buy it and then like the next day or a couple days later it's gone, and I'm like, hey Britt, where's the cookies or the chips? I don't know, whatever snack I've purchased, it's gone, like that. Anyway, so I have to hide it, and he knows that I hide things sometimes. He's like, hey, do we have anything to snack on? And I'm like, no. That's precisely it, Deli. That's exactly what I tell him. And he's like, yes, I do. And I'm like, no, you don't, Britt. No, you don't. Because he's looking for stuff. And so he'll open up the cabinets because he knows that I've hidden something somewhere. So I've had to get really sneaky about how I hide things. So any TSGers who come over and you see some random stash of chocolate somewhere hiding in a random place of the house that doesn't make any sense, just ignore it and leave it there. In fact, props to you for finding it. Take a piece, put it back. Don't tell Britt. and we'll be cool. Yeah, you would not imagine where I have some things hidden in the house, because I do have just a little bit of self-control. I can eat like one or two of something and then put it back because, yeah, I want to make sure that I can enjoy it when, you know, I have a craving or like it's crisis time and I really need some chocolate or something like that. You have the self-control of the average 4-year-old, so that made me picture you, Apple, like pushing a step stool somewhere so you could get to the top of something. You know how you see kids do it, and maybe you guys did it when you were little kids, but I remember when I would go to my dad's house and my half-sisters would be there too, and my younger half-sister, whenever I had to kind of watch over and stuff, she would get so sneaky. Like, she would find a chair or something, and you knew something was up because it got really quiet. Anyway, she would, like, move the chair, and the next thing I know, I hear this, you know, the door of the refrigerator or the freezer opening and closing, and she's got a handful of, like, a popsicle or something that's like, no, you shouldn't be in there. No, Apple, I know you're not that short. You're not short really at all. And so, but I just pictured like a little Apple, like trying to get to something she shouldn't be getting at. So, when we go to Britt's house, he's going to be so confused when everyone's just ransacking the house yeah, it's going to be an Easter egg hunt in our house because you guys all know that I've got goodies and treats stashed around the house. You know it. He's probably watching this, waiting for me to drop a hint on where the loot is, but it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna reveal my secret hiding spots for the internet. You guys will just have to... I've given you a tip. They're hidden. That's all you get to know. You'll have to look for them next time y'all are down. So will Britt. Makes me want donuts, which I did get. I'm thinking of the 6 donuts I have in the refrigerator, just not refrigerator, the kitchen, steps away. Troll him by mentioning some places they really aren't. Yeah, I could. Like in the back of the commode, in the tank of the commode, have like a Ziploc baggie of his favorite snack waiting for him to find. I don't know that I'd want it if it was stored in the back of the commode. Or, yeah. True, or by labeling them in a way, I could put like a different label on it. Maybe I could repurpose some of the packaging for these crazy, like, food incentives he's got going on. Like, I don't know, hide it inside of the malic acid bag that he purchased for who knows what reason. So I'm pretty sure after he attempts, like, a pickle dipped in malic acid, he's not gonna want pickles or malic acid for quite some time. Just a guess. So maybe I could reuse the packaging for those and store some food in it. Y'all are giving me some good ideas. See, I just need to store up all my conundrums for the marathons and then discuss it with you guys in the chat. Solving a lot of problems here. The real problem is how to break Britt from eating my snacks altogether so I don't have to worry about this. But again, that would take some therapy, I think. Does Britt still eat Oreos or shrimp? Yeah. I mean, he does. I mean, I think the only time... I'm not like a shrimp person, so I don't cook a lot of shrimp. I don't love shrimp. It's okay in like sushi and stuff, but I typically don't cook shrimp or go out of my way to order shrimp. So that might be why Britt doesn't eat a whole lot of it, but he doesn't have a problem with shrimp to my knowledge. But I wouldn't blame him for after having those shrimp Oreos. Ew, it's terrible. Blah. And Oreos, I don't know that there's anything you could do to an Oreo that would just completely ruin it for you forever. Maybe there is, but Oreos are just so good. I don't see how you could ruin those for somebody forever. Even with shrimp. Trying to think what could ruin an Oreo enough to not want one again. I don't know. I can't think of anything. Right? They do have so many variety of flavors. Now, there was one time I think I saw, was it watermelon flavored? I think they had a watermelon flavor, and that seemed strange to me. I never had it, so I don't know if it was good or not. Maybe you guys have had it or tried it, but that just seemed not right. Like it wouldn't be that great to me. I don't know. I love watermelon and I love Oreos, but a watermelon Oreo? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I like your traditional, like, standard Oreo, although the double stuffed Oreos are good too. Ooh, the mint ones are amazing as well. They taste, in my opinion, almost exactly like the Girl Scout Thin Mint cookies. But when it's not Girl Scout season, or Thin Mint Girl Scout cookie season, I should say, then you can try the mint Oreos, and they're pretty good, I think. Oreos are just delicious. They're just delicious. I think there's like a sardine option that Britt is gonna try out this marathon for one of the donation incentives. And I told him that's not so bad. Maybe it is. I guess if you really don't like sardines, it would be terrible. But I like sardines. Sardines on crackers, yum, delicious. They're really good for you too. I think they have like a lot of calcium in them or something. Anyways, I like sardines. Call me strange, but I think they're good. Ooh, apple pie Oreos? I guess those could be good. Were they still like with the standard like chocolate, or did they have the vanilla, like is it a vanilla cookie that they have? They have like they have that option. I bet they would be really good with the vanilla cookie option instead of the chocolate cookie option. Don't have the same range. Yeah, well, you know. Here in the States, we're just baddies, you know. Ooh, vanilla plain cookie. Yeah, see, that sounds amazing, Apple. Just amazing. Yum. Yep. Now I want some Oreos. And some apple pie. Now I want apple pie as well. I should text Rob. He makes a really good apple pie, I think. He came over here one marathon and made an apple pie, if I'm not mistaken. It was delicious. Absolutely delicious. Ooh, that's a good idea, Apple. The Kit Kat. I'm not like a huge Kit Kat person, but I wouldn't mind getting all the flavor options that they have and like trying them all. That sounds like a fun idea to me. One time Brie got me a subscription to the candy snack boxes, and it was from Japan, and that was really cool to like sample and try some of the they have some crazy snacks there. Like I think they've got a lot of countries beat on like the crazy kind of snacks and treats that you have. It's crazy what they have and they come up with, and they're good. Like things you wouldn't think of, but they are delicious in snack form. One positive thing about America, we're willing to eat all kinds of things nobody else wants to eat. I think our plan is to eventually evolve into literal garbage disposals. I'll be honest, I am not a picky eater, and you might already call me a garbage disposal of food, because I will eat almost anything. I can name like 5 things that I don't really care for. That's about it. I think we have matcha ones available. I've seen them before. I haven't had them. Again, I'm not like a huge Kit Kat person, so I don't go out of my way to buy Kit Kats. But I think I've seen the matcha ones. And that does sound delicious. I have some matcha green tea over there that sounds good now because of that. I mean, what? Talking with y'all on this stream makes me hungry. I did buy, I haven't used it yet, but I bought this cold brew pitcher. I don't know what to call it. It's like a pitcher, and it has like a little insert in the middle. It's like a wire, not wire, but a metal thing. It's perforated. It's got holes in it, so it's like a sieve, or I don't know what you call it. Anyway, you put the coffee grounds in that, and then you have like the water that you fill the rest of the pitcher with, and then you cold brew it. It sits for, I don't know, 10, 12 hours, however long it takes before it's ready. You keep it in the fridge though. It's not a French press. There's no pressing involved. It's literally just like a cold, it's just like a glass. I'll get it. It's right here. I'll be right back. It's this thing right here. I don't know if you can see it. This thing right here, and it's got this like thing, and you put the coffee grounds in here and the water, and you just like, I don't know, it does its thing. It brews. Yeah, I thought it looked really cool too. So I got that so I could make some cold brew, because it's so hot. Like, it's been in the mid upper 90s, and I think we got to well over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but it's hot. It's crazy hot. And I thought it looked cool. That was the other reason why I bought an Apple. Exactly for that reason. It looked crazy cool, like very science-y. It made my like biology, chemistry, cells like tingle. I was like, oh, I have to have that. Plus, you know, coffee.